I don't know why I just thought of this. You know, like I feel like for whatever reason, we've kind of talked about this and hinted at this. But you know, for someone who is very accomplished in their career,
me?
You
think?
Yeah. Rookie of the year, all NBA, all-star, defensive, all defensive team.
I get a lot of negative stuff, so it's nice to hear.
No, I'm just saying, like,
326.
You're like
26 years old.
You're like fucking ridiculed. You're ridiculed. And I don't know. I was like, when you were going through the back stuff and then it came out that you had to have surgery.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, man, fuck those people. Honestly, because it's the hard part about the modern athlete and just having to deal with sort of the constant stuff on social and 24/7 news and aggregate and all that stuff. But it's like, not everybody's getting the real story. And for such a nice young man, I don't consider you to be an asshole.
Yeah, no,
I don't necessarily think, like, maybe some of the ridicule, we all should be held accountable for things. Like some of the ridicule I get, but some of it I think is undeserved. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, for sure. But fuck, like, what are we gonna do? That's why I'm here. But I also know it comes with like who I am. Yeah. So I'm comfortable with people saying what they want majority of the time. Like, unless they're really wrong, then it's a little, and some people they're just dickheads. Like, will say it just to try to put me or bring me down, that just shows more of, who they are, which is fine. Cause I'm keeping tabs on everybody and what's being said. So it is what it is. Like, I'm just not the person to go out and try to like kill somebody else in terms of like their name or whatever and just bring them down. Cause that's just.
What would you do hypothetically, of course, if you were, let's say, innocently shopping for candy at a candy store and some guy came in and started calling you Russell Westbrook?
Oh my God, it was you, bro. Russell Westbrook, bro. Russell Westbrook, bro. Oh my God, bro. Russell Westbrook, bro.
What would you do?
Oh man, that was so unnecessary too. Cause I was just trying to get some fucking candy, man. Like, I was having a good day in the mall, got some hair product from Sephora, and then went to get some candy. And this guy came out of fucking nowhere. You know what's crazy about it though? They say he's got the camera in his glasses, right?
Oh, so you didn't see, he didn't have his phone
so
up.
he did have his phone up. But when I kind of saw, it was a black screen. So I'm thinking like, oh, he's just playing with me. And that came out a month later. So it didn't come out. That didn't happen and then come out. It happened a month later.
It's so crazy. Yeah, it's just.
But I heard he went on the radio and said I rented out the store.
Did you rent out the store?
How do you rent out a candy store in the mall? What am I doing in a candy store?
Also, who's interviewing this guy?
Wait, here's a question I have for. So if you rented out the store, how did he get in the store?
Exactly. But also, what the fuck, man? It's just, it's crazy. But I think he went and said that on the radio or whatever, just because he was getting a little bit of backlash and people were kind of like, that's corny. Like, it wasn't funny in the moment.
It was,
it wasn't. There was no joke.
It was objectively not funny.
Yeah, it just wasn't funny.
We could sit here and laugh about it now, but it was objectively not funny in the moment.
You know what's funny about it? The fact that like out of everywhere in the mall he got me, it was like in the candy store while I'm getting candy. That was
probably followed you around to see. It could have been funnier in Sephora. It could have been funnier in Sephora. Did you rent that store out too?
I did, yeah.
Rented out the whole mall.
Yeah, rented the mall. Fuck.